Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? I hope you guys are having a good day. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. And so if you're Black and intelligent, put a hashtag B1 in the chat. Hashtag B1 means we put our community first. We solve our problems. And most importantly, I want everybody to know, just to kind of pat yourselves on the back, because the Black economic revolution is in full effect. I mentioned that today on my Instagram page. My Instagram is The Real Boyce Watkins, and I'm very proud of the Black economic revolution because we have more business owners than we've had in a long time, a lot of more investors than we've ever had before, and we're doing more in one generation by ourselves than any government policy could ever do in 100 years. So congratulations to all of you that are a part of that. Now, one woman that I know who is a badass Black woman that you should hear from is Miss Charlene Payton. And
hi, hello.
Hey, Charlene, let me ask you this. Why did I think your name was Charlene Boyd? And then in my phone, I have Charlene Howard. And then on the screen, Charlene.
Right, it's a lot. So that was my maiden name is Boyd. And then I was married before, which was Howard. And now I'm Charlene Payton. So that's where the whole three names come into play. I know it's a lot, so yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Dr. Boyce, for having me today. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for just being an inspiration to so many people around the globe.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're here. And by the way, there's sometimes a little background noise. So if I mute you, don't take offense. Okay. But everybody say hello to Charlene. Charlene is not just a great Black woman and an entrepreneur. She happens to be the planner for my wedding, which is happening this month. You all know that I'm marrying Dr. Alicia, and after the pandemic, the pandemic kind of derailed the plan. We were going to do it last July, and we decided to go ahead and knock it out in May. And it's going to be a private ceremony. COVID restrictions make it impossible for us to invite everybody like we were going to do before. But we'll keep you guys posted. We'll run a live stream, so you got anybody who wants to see the ceremony can watch it. So Charlene, first of all, you've done a great job as the wedding planner. Your company, BP Events, has been extraordinary. And so let me ask you this. So when did you start BP Events?
I started BP Events 17 years ago. So I was fresh off. I was about 2-3 years out of college. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. I had started going into healthcare management. That's what my background was in. I did that for maybe like a year and a half. And I just said, you know what, this just isn't for me. I have to follow my dreams of being an entrepreneur. And I went and studied everything I could on event planning, because that was my background as well, planning events and the details. And I pretty much was self-taught until I went and got my certifications in event management.
Okay, so you got certified in event management, and that led you to then go on and start your company. So one of the things that I find interesting. So let me ask you this: so to be an event planner, do most event planners have some kind of certification or something like that, or what kind of certification do they get?
So there's a couple of different certifications. You can get a CWEP, Certified Wedding and Event Planner. There's actually a Certified Event Planner. There's a Certified Meeting Planner. Just kind of depends on how heavy you want to get into the planning process. But if you're a professional and you want to make sure that you have the credentials and the experience, you definitely want to get certified. So I would encourage everyone that has an interest in the business to definitely get certified. And you can check your local community colleges and local colleges in the area. A lot of them do offer courses in event management and event planning.
Okay. And so what's it been like to be, what's it been like? I can imagine that during COVID, a lot of event planning was kind of shut down and it was really difficult. How did your company pivot during COVID in order to kind of, find a way to make money during the pandemic?
Yeah, so it's a good question, because obviously our business came to a screeching halt, but we just had to find ways to do things digitally and to do things online. Hybrid events. So I went into studying how to do virtual events. And that just kind of enhanced my skills. Obviously now I do a lot of virtual events now. So, during that time, we just had to find another way to kind of go around and still make money. So that's what we did.
Okay. So, I'll tell you, I wasn't really sure what to do. I mean, it seemed to me that like during the pandemic, so many of the rules just seemed to change, and we got back around to where we were like, okay, let's go ahead and do this wedding. And Alicia and I were tired of kind of just waiting around for Dr. Fauci to give us permission. So,
Right.
so I want everybody to know that if you want to know more about the wedding, or you want to, I know some of you have asked about giving gifts and things like that. Alicia and I do not want any gifts. Do not mail us stuff. Please don't do that. We're blessed enough. We don't want any material stuff. What we really like is anybody who wants to give a gift. We'd love for you to support the foundation, and so and also not just do it in a charitable way. We actually arranged to put the pretty deep discounts on some of the things that we sell through our businesses. And so anybody who wants to give a gift, or even if you just want to see what's going on with the wedding, you can go to boysroomwedding.com. And if you buy something, you buy the steep discount. That way you get something, and we're going to take a big chunk of those funds. We're going to put it toward a foundation we created to support independent Black-owned schools. And those are schools that are run by Black people, for Black children, that educate Black people, and that's it. That's what we're focused on. So I want everybody to know that, and I'll keep you guys posted as it comes along. So Charlene, you have a new project where you've been going around and supporting Black businesses and creating spaces for Black businesses to make money. Can you kind of talk about that?
Yeah, so actually that as a result of COVID, I was just trying to find more ways to figure out how to make money during this time. So what my passion and my goal has always been is to promote other businesses. You know, when I started BP Events, you know, I didn't know a lot of people in the event industry. I didn't know a lot of people that had businesses. So I was looking for that exposure at that time. And I didn't see a lot of avenues to where I could do so. So my goal, my dream now is to promote other businesses. Doing so, I have been starting.
It looks like Charlene. Hey, Charlene, you still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay, you froze for a second. Go ahead and keep talking. Yeah,
okay.
you just froze in midair for a minute. But
really? Okay. So back in November, I did a pop-up shop, had about 51 vendors, and looking to do that all over again, but this time on a much bigger scale, right in Joliet, Illinois. It's going to be called Elevate. And this time we have the access to an entire baseball stadium. So the baseball field, as well as the concourse, will be full of vendors. That's vendors of all sorts, from clothing to food trucks, to food vendors, to makeup artists, to hair products, beauty products. You name it. So I'm looking for vendors that want to represent their business. And obviously, I would love for my Black businesses to be there and present.
Well, I love that. So so I can put it on the screen. How can people reach out if they want to show up and become a vendor at the event?
Sure. I've actually sent you the flyer as well. But so you can contact me at my phone number 708-574-7870. I'll also send the flyer over to Dr. Boyce, as well as my email, which is char, CHAR, B as in boy, P as in Paul, and then the word events, EVENTS @gmail.com. So once again, that's char, bpevents@gmail.com. And I can see registration form, registration information. You can follow us and find out everything that you need to know as far as Elevate goes. And we're also on Facebook.
Okay, is that number that I have on the screen, 708-574-7872?
70 at the end.
Oh, 70.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. So, okay, so let me ask you about this. So how's it been going so far in terms of doing events with Black businesses? I mean, you said that you were actually pleasantly surprised that so many vendors came out to Elevate. Can you talk about that in terms of just the energy surrounding the idea of creating our own commerce spaces and things like that?
Sure. So first off, Boyce, that number wasn't corrected. It's 7870. It still says 72. Yeah.
You know what? I will change that and go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So you know what? I was so impressed back in November. I mean, the outpour of the vendors that wanted to reach me to participate in Elevate. And I had to turn at least 30 of them away because of COVID. At that time, we had it indoors. It was at a big hotel in Joliet. This time, that's why I got the outdoor space. So we don't have to worry about people being concerned about, COVID and things like that and all the restrictions. So it's an outside event. This time, I don't have to turn anyone away because I can potentially have up to 200 to 300 vendors. My goal is about 110 vendors. Right now, we're looking at about 20 to 30. So we have between now and August 7th and August 8th because it's a 2-day event. Remember that. So it's a Saturday and a Sunday. It's August 7th and it's August 8th from noon to 5. So last time the turnout was great. I mean, we had over 51 vendors. This time I'm looking to double that number. So I'm just appreciative of all the people from Chicagoland area, the south suburbs, north suburbs, west suburbs that came out to support, and I'm looking to do it even bigger this time.
Well, you know what I like about it is when you're talking about building Black-owned businesses, you're really talking about creating spaces where you bring people together and create markets where we can support our businesses, things like that. And I want everybody to understand the importance of that. You know, during this whole period, which I call the Black Economic Revolution, which is that's what it is. You have a lot of people that are starting these businesses, and they need customers, they need support. And we've got $1.4 trillion in our community that we bring in as income. That is part of it's used for investment, and the other part of it needs to be reinvested. If you are going to be a consumer, consume from your own people, and then that way your consumption even becomes an investment in your community. You know, if I care about you, I'll support you financially. I'm not just going to talk about how much I care about you. I'm going to actually show it, buy your product, support your business, market your business, things like that. Can you kind of speak to that in terms of like just that type of support, really making that a part of our culture? You know, because I had a good conversation with Dr. Claude Anderson about that. And that was one thing I said. I said, I'm a little offended that so many celebrities will call him and talk about how much they love Powernomics. I read your book. I think it's great. But none of those people wrote a check. They wouldn't actually fund what they believe in. And that's important to do. What do you think about that?
I really feel strongly about that. I talk all the time about making sure that we support our own. And actually, during this event on that Saturday, August 7th, what I've decided to do is at 1:00, we are going to be showcasing and promoting the businesses that started in Joliet years ago. I'm talking like the first Black accounting firm in Joliet. And it's doesn't have to just be Joliet, but we're going to take this time to honor those businesses that started, because those are the businesses that pretty much pushed us to want to start a business. And these are the businesses locally that have invested in smaller businesses like myself to say, you know what, here's money, here's funding, here's help, here's support, and we're going to support you. So let's honor those businesses. A lot of these businesses, for instance, there's a record store that I didn't even know existed before I was even born in Illinois. And it's one of the first Black-owned record businesses that started right in Joliet, Illinois. No one ever even knew it. It's called Duke's Records. And we're going to be honoring these businesses that have put us on the map, that have helped us, that supported us, that have been there, that have written the checks to say, hey, you know what? We know you started a business. We want to support you, and we're down for you. Let's see you prosper and be successful.
Well, I really like that. And everybody, I want you to know, just to let you guys know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Miss Charlene Payton. She is the CEO and founder of BP Events. She's our wedding planner, by the way. And she's also hosting a series of events around the country to allow Black vendors and Black business owners to come together to meet with Black consumers that want to buy Black. And so the phone number and the email address to reach out to if you want to be one of the vendors, or if you want to come to the event to support, you can reach out to that information right there on the screen. And also, I want everybody in here that has a business, and I'm gonna start doing this more. I need to be more intentional too in my efforts to support my business. So those of you that have a business, put the name of your business in the chat, and if I see your business name, I'll put you up on the screen. Like, we can start right now, because all of us can do more. All of us can do more. I like to believe that we've done a lot. We created hundreds, probably thousands of Black businesses out of the Black Business School, but everybody can do more. And so what I want to say to everybody is I'm going to start doing more. So during my podcast, I'm going to start making an effort to putting on the screen the businesses. I put Organic Dispensary LLC on the screen. So I see you in there, sister. And I want everybody to find that company. Look it up. Google it. You know, maybe she's got something that you can use. Anybody else who has a business, I'll put it up here. I see Sally Lee Wiggins. I have an online beauty supply store that needs customers. All right. I see Pure Star Beauty. And by the way, Charlene, I got you muted just because of the background noise. So please don't take offense. Let's see here. So anyway, put the name of your business in here, and I'll cover as many as I can. Can't get them all up there, but I will put as many up there. And when you see these businesses, even if you're not a business owner, maybe be a customer. Look the people up. Maybe those of you that have a business, put the URL in the business. People can go visit your website. We got to support each other. So Charlene, let me ask you, what advice would you give to any entrepreneurs that are trying to, get started and, want to create business and want to do what you're doing, that kind of thing? What would you say to them in terms of, them acknowledging their own possibility economically?
The first thing I would say is do your research, and I wouldn't say focus too much time on necessarily doing the research, because you need to get out there, you need to find, get the experience, but do the research and know the background that you actually have. And then when you figure out what your niche is, definitely go out there and get certified and make sure that you are professional, that you stay professional, because when you're interacting with people, they want to see someone professional. They want to trust that you can handle the business that you're bringing them. So we want to make sure that that when you come, you're coming strong, you're coming correct. So definitely do the research. And then as well, make sure that you are staying marketable. Staying marketable means, I know what my craft is. I perfected my craft. I'm ready to get out here. I'm ready to hustle. I'm ready to put myself in front of people. I'm ready to showcase my business to the world. And I think if you definitely can do those things, then your business is definitely going to shine.
All right. I love it. Yeah. I love it. Well, you know what? I want everybody to shine in here, and I'll tell you what. I see Dominique's Getaway NYC. Let's see. Oh, short-term rental accommodations in New York City. So look at this. Look at how many Black businesses there are that a lot of us don't even know about. And I just really think that that's something that we as a community have to be very intentional about. Because I think that we forget, we always think that we're supposed to go spend money with white people, or that white people are the business owners. They think, I guess they think we're the rappers and the basketball players and the maids and the butlers or whatever it is we do. And they're supposed to be the business owners, but that's not the way it is. And so I want to say thank you, Charlene. And as we get ready for the wedding, I will tell everybody that she's an excellent event planner. She's done a great job, very professional. And I'm going to tell you, both of the process of planning a wedding is I had to watch videos on like what happens at a wedding. I don't even know. I was like, oh, that's right. Don't they do something with the garter belt? Like, how am I supposed to do that? And then it's like, so I'm literally watching these videos trying to understand, just how to get ready, because it's a
process. A lot of different elements.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So thank you very much for your great work, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna have you back. And I know I'm gonna support your event. I can't make it because it turned out I have a scheduling conflict, but I will support. I'm gonna do a short little speech for your event, and then I'm gonna come to other events physically, and I'd love to have you back again to kind of talk about what you got going on. And everybody who's in here, maybe there's a way you can economically structure it where it will make sense to even travel to an event. Like sometimes when we do speaking tours, there are vendors that will travel to every city, and that's a good way to make money, is to get to where the people are. So I want to try to help support that ecosystem, especially once the pandemic is over. And the best part is you get a chance to just be around other people who are like you. And not just the fact that they're Black, but because we're Black and we're there for a certain purpose, right? Because I mean, you can see a bunch of Black people at the club, but to have Black people get together for the purpose of lifting the community, I think that's the most beautiful thing in the world. So
absolutely. So good. And this is definitely a tour too, as well. Like you said, Dr. Boyce, this is a tour. So we're coming to a city near you eventually. So make sure you continue to follow me to see where we're at next, even if you're not in the Chicagoland area. But if you are in the Chicagoland area, refer a vendor, refer someone that has a business that definitely wants to showcase what they do. And Dr. Boyce, thank you so much once again for having me on today. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
I'm excited about your big day.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I'm excited. Hey, so let me ask you this. You said follow you. Now we've got your phone number and email. Is there like a social media platform or something like that?
Yes. So there's a social media platform at Sharp BP Events on Instagram as well as Facebook. And also you can visit me on my website at www.sharbpevents.com as well.
Okay. Well, there you go. So everybody look up Sharp BP Events on Instagram or sharbpevents.com. And just follow. Even if you aren't gonna, participate in that event, just follow. We gotta follow and connect with each other, because that's how businesses grow. So thank you, Charlene. It was great to see you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Boyce. I appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am. And everybody, thank you all. Please hit the thumbs up button, share button, subscribe button on your way out the door. And also for those of you that want to learn how to create a franchise, don't forget that this week, the Black Business School is doing a special masterclass on franchise investing, how to buy a franchise. We partner with an attorney, Tanya Nebo, who is arguably the best franchise attorney in the country. And she's going to teach that class. So if you're interested, go take a look at that URL, franchiseinvestingmasterclass.com. It's a great way to start a business because they give you the business in a box and they break it all down for you. And you just pay to get in. And the next thing you know, you got this thing going. So feel free to go take a look. So thank you very much, Char.
All righty. Thank you.
Right. Have a good day. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.